Hello everyone and welcome back to my reaction of The Walking Dead, Dead City, episode 3, right? Titled, People Are a Resource. Oh, we know who used to say that. This reaction is going to be a little different. I know the first two reactions I said they're going to be watch-alongs, and after some retrospecting, messing around and editing and all that, I think I'm gonna go ahead and just have it be a reaction. You won't be seeing the video. Well, you'll be seeing part of the video, but I'm gonna have an opaque filter over it. Probably have seen something like that before in reactions if you watch reactions often. So that means this will not be the full episode. You will be getting basically a highlights type of ordeal, but you'll also be getting audio from the show, just fairly quiet. So, because you can't have it too loud, even though it is within fair use. But being said, I hope you all enjoy. If you stuck around the first two episodes, I thank you a lot because it probably wasn't the best. And I noticed rewatching, especially the last episode, I might have appeared that I wasn't actually paying attention to the show. I was. I have a weird setup, so I'm constantly kind of looking in different directions because things are constantly changing. I'm gonna have a better setup eventually. With that being said, let's just get into it. Walking Dead Dead City episode 3, titled People Are Resource. Let's go. Have you seen this horribly drawn picture of Negan? And this girl's name is Jenny, right? Oh, Cowboy Negan. And this is a flashback, I would assume, because they dropped her off at Oceanside or something like that. I feel like I remember asking, why do they know about Oceanside up in New York? Well, that's my dino. What? A dinosaur? Oh, also, I'm not gonna swing in my chair as much. I'm gonna try to stay still because I noticed I did it a lot in the first two episodes. Yeah, screw your bike. Just knock it over. Oh wait, did she leave the group? What's she doing? Looks like she's headed towards the city, not away from it. The first like 5 seconds of the intro, I keep thinking it's gonna go into like a Rage Against the Machine type of breakdown, but it doesn't. What the? Just use a damn batarang? I guess it'd be the bat grappling hook. Also, I just saw that Greg Nicotero is one of the producers for this, who's easily the best director for The Walking Dead. He's pretty much directed every of the top tier episodes. I'm glad they did say that this guy, the Croat, was a guy who left before Rick and friends ever met the Saviors. Because it would have been really dumb if they're just like, oh yeah, this Croat guy has always been there. You just never saw him in the show. Wait, what? Oh, I thought that was a dinosaur for a sec on top of the thing. So I thought they were at first referencing that her dinosaur, but no, it was a turkey.
15 years ago, there was a fella down south.
12, 15? Is he talking about Rick? Oh no, he's talking about the original owner of the sanctuary, who a lot of people have thought that it was Simon that did, but that doesn't make any sense because Negan did say that when he took over the sanctuary, I'm quite sure Simon was there in that conversation, so it wouldn't make sense for it to have been Simon. Because it definitely made it sound like he took it over, like, forcefully. Like, he killed the guy who originally ran the sanctuary. If it was called that prior, I don't know. Did Negan come up with the name Sanctuary? I think he did. I think it was the group and he took it over and then called it the Sanctuary. What the hell are they doing? Are they making formaldehyde zombies or something? Is he drawing a toilet seat? What the hell's what's he drawing? Probably a map. Was he looking at the back of his shirt? Again, I don't have subtitles, so I might miss a few things, especially because I'm trying to comment over it. And I am talking over some of the parts that have speech going on. I'm doing that mainly for copyright.
I go back. Way back.
Back in the day. Earlier in the episode when Negan was talking about when he took over the sanctuary, he said 12 to 15 years. That it's not like, oh, 12 or 13 or 14 or 15. That's a big gap. I feel like they're being a little ambiguous at the time here, especially because of Herschel, who looks like he's about 20. Based on that, Herschel is supposed to be no older than... Well, he couldn't be older than 15. And probably by the time Negan took over the sanctuary and all that, it was probably a year or so. I think realistically, Herschel is not any older than 14. They'll probably say it in the show, but... Which, if that's the case, and it's been probably at least 5 years since the end of The Walking Dead. Maybe less because the last episode was like, it happened, and it was a year later. 4 years, at the very least. You're not going to convince me it's any less than that because of how old Herschel is. And again, the whole watch-along thing, I think that's going to apply more for anime, especially for series that's going to have a lot of episodes. And again, I said this is actually mainly going to be probably an anime reaction channel. It's going to be live action, also anime, but for the total amount of episodes and videos you're going to see on the channel, it's going to mainly be anime and live action anime. Well, one series. I'm going to react to One Piece, the live action series, because apparently it's a pretty good series. Why? Wait, what? Why? What did they give him? Also, like I said in the first episode, both Negan and Maggie look younger in this than they do in season 11 of The Walking Dead. So, I mean, I guess things are overall better, so they've had time to, I guess, take care of themselves physically. But, yeah, it's just a little funny that they're way younger looking. Especially Negan, because his hair has obviously dyed, but I'm assuming it's intentional. Because we know they have hair dye in this universe. And really, there's other ways you can make hair dye. Aside from, like, store-bought stuff. You can pour, like, Indian ink on your hair. Use that as black hair dye. Or motor oil.
I found this in the back of one of those tourist shops. I remember Herschel used to wear...
Don't put motor oil on your heads, everyone. It's kind of a joke. But it does stain. They took Annie as well? Okay, I think they did mention that, because I was about to say, what are they even doing again? Herschel was kidnapped. Annie...
She begged me not to do something stupid.
Oh, wait, they didn't. They just robbed her. Now, Negan's here.
All 5 of them, Missouri. And I said I'd be right behind them.
Oh,
I stayed.
they're just doing their own thing.
I think about them every single day.
They're in Missouri. And again, I feel kind of dumb right now for not knowing exactly what Negan is doing here in New York. She's off doing her own thing. But Negan dropped her off at a place at New Oceanside. Now she's here. They're obviously going to meet up again. You can't just kind of have her in Oceanside the whole time. At least not for the whole season. Oh, wait a minute.
We can't keep doing this. I've been looking for this friggin' dinosaur all day.
Oh my god, it literally is a dinosaur. I thought it was... For one, I thought I misheard what he said. But it's an actual dinosaur.
Back in the day, you could go see some state doctor and he would help you get
No.
through all the horrible shit you've been through.
Nope.
But that
Calling
isn't
all
the
these,
case anymore. So you gotta
never mind.
skip
I was
all the
about to
coping shit and get
make a statement,
to
but...
the staying alive shit.
Because we know her dad died. I believe the Croat people, or people that work for the Croat, or maybe a completely different group, killed her family. And she watched it, and now she's not talking.
You know what the problem is?
I think me trying to figure out what his wife's name was what kind of set in motion me kind of not remembering what exactly was said. If you like what you're seeing, why not give a like, subscribe? It doesn't cost anything. Leave a dislike if you want. I can't see dislike. Honestly, I kind of wish I could see it, because at least then I would have some, I guess, feedback. I appreciate constructive criticism. Regular criticism is fine. It doesn't exactly help me. I guess maybe it kind of does. You can let me know what not to do. And I already know anything that you're probably complaining about now. I'm pretty aware of it. Again, something is going to take time to get better at. Why is... okay, I know Negan and Maggie are in this group here, but what exactly is going on? Are they trying to summon something? What's going on here? Doing some voodoo? Oh, okay. I guess they're saying grace for like 5 minutes. Oh my god, are they about to fight in a cage? Is this Blood Reina? That's a reference to the 100. If you've watched the 100, let me know in the comments. Is this kind of like the thing with the governor? Because where they, if you won the fight, you kind of got out or whatever. I don't remember that much. I just remember Merle and Daryl. Oh, okay. When the crowd guy killed the guy, that's the same guy, I guess, or someone else. He made him eat a key for this. He's getting a key right now. Alright, I guess it made sense at first why that didn't make sense, but hey, payoff. Off topic, but in the last episode of The Walking Dead, Maggie was talking about how she couldn't love anyone else other than Glenn. A little funny, because in the comic series, or the graphic novel series, she gets in a relationship with a man named Dante, who does not have the same role, sorta, in the graphic novel as the show. Kind of different Dante there. The Dante in the novel series is a doctor, but he's not a whisperer. My wife? Oh, they're eating people. Okay. They could have just made like a farm or something, but they are in the middle of a city. I don't know. I guess they could plant shit on the roofs. It's just, you'll have to get soil up to there. It also probably could have went real bad. I'm not sure if you could do crop rotation on roofs. That's a question for people that might know agriculture better than me. I'm not claiming to know agriculture super well, but I know you can have like gardens on roofs, but enough to keep everyone alive, probably not. I wonder if they'll somehow write Morgan back into the series in any way. Is major spoiler alert for Fear the Walking Dead? Yeah. Major spoiler alert. Well, it's not super spoiler alert, but Morgan lives for the whole series. So he's alive by the end of the show. And the timeline matches up to about the end of The Walking Dead. It ends roughly the same timeline-wise. I don't quite know when The Ones Who Live, when that takes place. It's definitely not probably after this, because I feel like Negan and Maggie would have referenced Rick and Michonne at some point, having, like, Michonne found Rick. So I'm assuming The Ones Who Live takes place, well, after The Walking Dead. I think I just answered my own question there. It's pretty obvious. The Rick stuff might take place earlier, because, I mean, it was a big time period between when Michonne finds the phone that has her and Judith engraved on it compared to when Rick leaves. So I feel like we'll probably be seeing two different timelines. And again, if you're watching this, you probably maybe have already watched The Ones Who Live. And probably by the time you watch this, the whole series is probably done. Well, not done, but the first season's already done. I'm just saying this as a guess, because I don't know. I haven't watched any of it yet. I don't plan to until after I finish the Daryl series.
Okay.
And Luther, a big boy. Oh, what the hell? Was that a cheese grater? Oh no, my nightmare. Wait, what happened? It looked like a cheese grater. My screen is really dark. I can't quite tell what's going on here. He's bleeding a lot. How deep is it? Was it a knife? Oh my god. The fuck? Well, she's in the city right now, because we saw that she saw the dinosaur on the ground, right?
Here's the thing, Jenny. I want you to listen, okay?
Because this is the past.
Get out of bed.
Oh.
You would do that whistling. Didn't matter what I was
Lucille.
doing or where I was.
Oh my god.
Talk is cheap anyway.
Negan's a genie.
Believe me.
Oh, does he have two daughters now? Lydia and Jenny?
It only matters what they do.
Lydia's parents are Negan and Daryl. Okay, and that was the third episode of The Walking Dead Dead City. Oh, I also just went back check to see how that guy died because I was a little confused because I thought he got like a cheese grater to the face. He fell and landed on like a tiny little spike. Okay. So yeah, this episode, not much happened. I mean, stuff happened. This whole storyline is very linear, but like I'm not complaining, and it makes sense for it to be linear because it's a kind of a side series. As The Walking Dead had a bunch of like A, B, C, I think sometimes even like D and E plots going on. While this is really just one main plot. You kind of go back and forth between the Maggie Negan stuff that the Croat's doing, and I guess Jenny's kind of off doing her thing. I was a little confused by assuming Jenny is trying to find Negan at this point. I'm assuming what we see when we see her in the city, that is current time. Also, we know, I guess, the whereabouts of Annie and Negan's daughter? It was hinted, right? Did they say Negan's kid's name in the show? I feel like they did after he mentioned Annie, but I don't think I heard it. But I feel like they did say it. And in the original Walking Dead, when Annie was at the doctor getting a, oh my god, I'm blanking out. I can't remember what they're called. The thing to see the baby in the stomach, that thing. They said it was gonna be a girl, right? Am I misremembering that? I feel like there's a lot going on. But anyways, I feel like we're not going to see them in a series because a show like this, kind of like a spin-off, well, I guess it is a spin-off. Everything's kind of self-contained, so I don't think we're going to be running into characters from like the original Walking Dead. The thing I said about Morgan, I feel like Morgan might show up in The Ones Who Live. And probably by the time you're watching this, and probably by the time it even is uploaded onto YouTube, the first season of The Ones Who Live, assuming it might be more than one season, I don't know, it's probably over at this point. So whether Morgan shows up or not, who knows? You're probably not here to hear my advice or recommendations on it. I think it's worth watching. I binged the last 3 seasons. Yeah, binged the last 3 seasons not too long ago, and I enjoyed it quite a bit, especially season 6. I thought season 6 might have been the strongest season in the show. I think it actually might be better than 1 or 2 seasons in The Walking Dead. I'm not going to say which ones because those we talked about in my tier list video, which will be done at the end of my The Ones Who Live reaction. Basically, all of The Walking Dead up until this point. And yeah, that would be its own video, which I'll put on YouTube. Probably going to get a lot of flack for it because I have some strong opinions on certain seasons. And I like to view things very objectively as well. And a lot of people's opinions are subjective, which is fine. I mean, you like what you like. But I typically, if we compare things which are really good objectively, things are really bad objectively, I kind of am on that straight line where things that are kind of universally considered good, I also kind of consider good. Things that are considered bad, I consider bad. The Walking Dead has some parts that kind of go back and forth, but I think a lot of the negativity for certain parts are completely subjective, emotion filled reasoning. So, yeah. I'm going off on a series that we're not even watching, technically. I mean, we are. This is a show that has Maggie and Negan in it, so. But yeah, I'm going to be watching episode 4, like, right now. Again, this is my first, reaction. That makes sense. The first 2 were watch-alongs. I didn't really give it any time to think about whether or not that format would be good for this. I feel like most people prefer just to watch a 10-minute kind of compilation of moments in a show versus just watching along from start to finish. Some people do. I mean, that's kind of the whole point of like Patreon, where you'll get it unedited with original video and sound. Still need your own copy. I have to say that for legal reasons, but yeah. So yeah, if you like what you saw, why not leave a like and a subscription? It doesn't cost you anything for now. Who knows? YouTube might change that. If you didn't like it, let me know in the comments if you don't like it, because I can't see dislikes. So I don't know if you don't like it, because YouTube decided to take that away from us. Yeah. Until next time, which is going to be very soon. This might be uploaded a little bit earlier, the next episode. So, yeah. Anyways, bye everyone.